Hey, everybody. Welcome to Tuesday Tips to Unleash Your Amazing. Today, my amazing guest is Rathna. Rathna is a business owner of with online marketing. Rathna, welcome. Why don't you share a little bit about yourself?
Hi, Tammy. Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here. So my name is Ratna Ramakrishnan. My business is Small Biz Unboxed. I am a Grow with Google digital coach. My mission is to help small businesses unbox the true potential of your business using data.
I love data. Data makes the world go round.
Of course, yeah. And, most times when I speak to business owners, they back off and they go, I'm not really a numbers person. I'm not interested in data. The thing, though, is when you think about digital marketing and data is just information about your beloved customers, right? Those leads that can become your customers and then open up their wallets and pay you. So, you should be curious about that data. So that's what I tell them. Don't run away from the data. This is not boring numbers. It's not like high school math. This is like valuable stuff that you can take and use in your business.
Yeah, for sure. Because what you're not sure about, then you can't actually scale it or even do better if you're not aware of your own numbers. I think that that's huge and very important for people to understand, to not be scared of the data.
And the reality, though, is the data is so readily available, no matter if it's your Facebook group. There's statistics about, there's data about how many people are engaging with this session, this video right now. Did they watch it live? Are they catching it later? How many people are interacting? How many people are commenting? And the beauty is people need not actually engage with your post. They don't need to like or comment, but you can still see the action that's happening in the background. And so when people feel dejected saying, I don't know whether my efforts really mean anything, have you looked at your data? Because if you've looked at your data and, you see those numbers flowing through your group or your website, then, you have a proper call to action. It's going to translate into sales.
Yeah. And, we're not putting out marketing content and things out there on social media just to, without a plan. At least you shouldn't be putting content and things out on social media if you're a business owner trying to grow your business, unless you have a strategy. So, Rathna, what is your first tip that you want to share with us today?
So I'm huge on your customers, right? Because we're all running our businesses. We're working hard. I'm a mom. I have 2 boys. And when I stop and ask myself, when I'm waking up and I want to run my own business, it's important that I find those my ideal customers, right? My ideal clients. And when I think about digital marketing, when I help my customers, what it boils down to is, there's 3 kinds of traffic, right? There's paid traffic where you are spending on Facebook ads, Google ads, and, keyword isolating and figuring out, being in the face of people when they are not looking for your product or service, right? That's a paid ad where you're trying to push into people's universe. The second is your rented traffic. Rented as in you don't own them yet, but they are your people. They're either in your group, they're following you on Instagram. You don't own them yet because they are rented. If Instagram makes a tweak to the algorithm, if Facebook changes something and they don't start showing your posts, all of that hard work that you put in to grow that group or to grow that follow account doesn't mean anything. And so ultimately what you really want to have is own your traffic. And how do you own your traffic is by either putting them into a private group like what you have. Then you know the people that are in your group. And so ultimately you want to have an email address where you can have those conversations with people on a outside social media in their inboxes, or text messaging if people are open to giving you their phone numbers. So no matter what source of traffic you're looking at, your ultimate goal needs to be to own that traffic, make it yours, right? Because the people that want to do business with you, you should be able to reach them at the click of a button, and they should be able to reach you without the interruptions of ad spend and algorithm changes. And so I'm really passionate about helping people get to that point, because you can do all the fantastic Google ads or Facebook ads in the world, and then if people come to your website and you don't have a concise call to action as to what they need to do when they come home, right? I always joke, are they coming over for tea or a sleepover, or are they eating lunch with you? Like, what's the plan? Like, you got to have the plan, because all of the social media and the algorithms will drive people home. But once they come home, what happens is what is where the magic happens. And the more things you can automate once people come home, where you have a strategy of what are you trading with them when they come there, because nobody's going to come to your website or your social media portal and do business with you right away, right? It takes a while to build that know, like, and trust factors. So that's where the automation comes in, where if people can feel like they're having conversations with you, they're more likely to do business with you. So that's the other piece that I'm really passionate about, is to own your traffic. And then once they come into your universe, have the automation where it feels like they're having conversations with you. They don't feel like, oh, I'm not really clear. It should be really easy for them to email you or call you or message you once they come to your website or come to your social media portal.
Yeah. So, so then you can actually nurture your community with the things that they're enjoying or that they're interested in.
Right. So this is where the funnel concept comes in, right? Where people are like, funnels is like Russell Brunson and all kinds of funnel opportunities. But the simple way to understand a funnel is, what happens when somebody comes to your website. Where are they going? What are they doing? How are you funneling them into your ultimate sales process, right? And so the more you can think about that, the more you can map it out. So as an example, if somebody comes to your website and you have, let's say, 3 tips that you can share with them about the specific product or service that you are. So as an example, if you're an accountant and somebody comes to your website, you say, 3 tips for your QuickBooks, right? And have a PDF. So people give you their email address, trade the PDF. Then what happens is where the magic happens, right? Because just collecting that email address means nothing. You want to have, like you said, that nurture campaign where you're following up with them and saying, hey, talk about tip 1, tip 2, tip 3, be in their universe, giving them an opportunity to write back to you or answer those questions. Because many a time I see businesses that just trade an email, and then I see like the marketing starting off where they're trying to like sell you something. So there's value in kind of just nurturing that new person, that new lead, and then converting them to a sale, right? So you can pretty much have a list building funnel, you can have an appointment funnel, you can have a lead mag, all kinds of funnels. But you really want to think about the strategy of why you're doing these things and how it ultimately culminates in your sales process.
So whenever you are, so you different funnels for each different thing, like even appointments. And now I think that I've heard you talk about that you even have a funnel for whenever somebody becomes a client, like a contract funnel.
Contract funnel, yeah.
I love how your mind works, Ratna, how you're able to like see all of this in a big picture way, and then also, take somebody down like a nurture sequence that really helps them to feel good about the engagement. Can you tell me more about that?
See, the thing as a business owner is that time is a premium for all of us, right? Because we have so many ideas. We think all of them are amazing, and then we figure out the ones that are really amazing, and then we want to bring them to life. And when you want to bring it to life, if you're just constrained by the 24 hours in a day, there's only so many teams you can build. But the more you can rely on automation to do stuff for you, the easier it becomes. So in my opinion, I think businesses must have, if you can trade your knowledge for an email address, that's what is a simple lead magnet funnel. So every business should have a lead funnel. The next funnel is everybody needs an appointment, right? You have to speak to your clients or your potential leads to convert them to clients. So there's value in having an appointment funnel. And after the appointment, hooray, they decide to do business with you, then you want to have a contract funnel, because if you're creating that contract and then figuring out where they're going to, the signature and then the credit card payment, and so many friction points that are going to take away time from your ability to do, work on your business. And so that's why I really like to help business owners streamline stuff. And it doesn't matter what niche you're in, who you serve. If you think about just building these three funnels for yourself and automating it, you just forget about it, right? It just happens. The wheels just turn. And of course, you need to go and enter the information of a new client, or you have to, if you have an appointment, if you want to have a process where you want to be sure that the person that set an appointment with you is somebody that meets your ideal client, or you want to spend the time with them, it's that quick stop and check instead of saying, how am I meeting them? Is it a Zoom account? Is it, who am I calling them, right? So the more you can think through and streamline those basic functions of when traffic or when those potential leads come to you, you get an email address, they come to an appointment, and hopefully convert to a sale. Just think through it and map it out and check it off your checklist, because now your mind can open up and do other things, right? So I'm really passionate about helping business owners set that sequence up. I actually have a fitness coach that I'm working with right now, who's in such demand because everybody's thinking about, I need to work out. I don't have a gym to go to. And she says she just can't deal with, like, she's mixing up her appointments and she's double booking herself. And why go through that kind of stress, right? Because it's possible to just integrate your Google Calendar, your Outlook calendar to a funnel, and then boom, you look at your calendar, whether you're booked or not. There's no, did I write it down on a piece of paper when I was talking on the phone, right? Because we're all guilty of that. We do that as business owners. So, um, and automation is simple today, right? You can either go crazy and duct tape, several tools, or you can find the optimal tool and just be done. So, there's a lot of value in automation.
Yeah, no, oh, for sure. Now, how do, like, it seems like that could be really complicated though, to have like all of these different, like, technology here, like you have your website and your scheduling tool, and maybe over here you have your client relationship software. Like, how do you really simplify all of that?
So there's several tools that exist, and I have access to a proprietary white label tool, which is just, in my opinion, magical when it comes to lead generation, to avoiding that feeling of duct taping. So let me explain to you. When somebody comes to your website, you build a form on your website to collect that information from them. Then you automate one email. Now you want to collect that email address into your email database, which means you need to have either MailChimp or Constant Contact, or be in a more sophisticated platform like Kajabi or Patra, which have an integrated email ability. Then from there, you're going to email them. And then from that emailing, let's say you have big dreams, you get to, your 1,000 leads, you get to your 5,000 leads, you get to 10,000 leads. This is where the cost begins to add up, where you're going to pay MailChimp and Constant Contact or whichever platform you're tied with more and more, because, the harder you work, the more people are going to take from your pie. So that's how all businesses function. So there's that piece. And then there is the funnel software. If you wanted to build funnels and email sequences and automation, right? So then you're going to go and shop around for funnels. The thing is, there are tools today where you don't have to go ahead and kind of find these different solutions and then connect it all together, and remember to upgrade your subscription and then make sure that everything flows, everything's connected. And, oh, what if I do this? Do I need to go there? And so the CRM that I really prescribe is, in my opinion, it is Kajabi Katra with ClickFunnels on steroids, because it is integrated with email campaigns, text campaigns, ads, you name it, it's all sitting under one roof. And the thing is, it's so easy to set up and so easy to integrate. Even if it has a website builder as well, but let's say you love your website and you want to hold on to it, like you have a Wix or a WordPress or whatever website, but you still want to build out your funnels and not be hassled with if I want to do a text campaign or email campaign, how am I going to integrate it? All of that can come from just one solution where if you love your website, keep it, add just one more tool, get the two talking, and then you're going to be able to manage your traffic. So that would be my tip for people that are wondering how can I convert all those leads that are coming to me. And if you don't have this kind of a clear automation strategy and you're spending even $1 on ads, you got to stop, because it's just wasted ad dollars, right? Where are your leads going and what's happening?
Yeah, it's something to really think about, is your overall strategy. A lot of times as business owners, we get excited, we jump in and we hit the ball running before we really have all of the back end support things that we need in place in order to best serve our clients. We have this big vision of helping people, but when you're helping people, you have to automate a lot of your systems. That way you can spend more time helping people versus, okay, let me log into this system and then this system and then this system. And did I get into business for myself so that I could spend all of my time doing software and creating all of this stuff? Or did I get into business for myself so that I could help people, grow themselves? So
Right.
Understanding what is your purpose. If your purpose is to help people create systems, then great, find the best, most efficient. But also, if your business is to help people for your own business, you need to find the systems that work the best for yourself, so that you aren't spending all this extra time and energy running around, just trying to figure out what you're doing to grow.
Right. Yeah, you can just say, so when I started my first business, I just built a website on Wix. And I said, okay, now what? How are people going to find me? I went and Googled myself. I was on page 19 of Google search. And I'm like, what? What's happening here? How is this going to change, right? And that's what set me down the path of digital marketing, where I got curious to understand what it takes to, rank a website. And I used to do $1 a day Facebook ads just to understand who my audience was. And, the more curious you are, the more you automate your business, the easier it is to get to those revenue goals, right? Because it's easy to dream and come up with ideas, but to make it a reality, we can't shy away from technology. And technology is not everybody's strong suite, which is fine, because it's simple to find the correct solutions for the kind of business that you are. Because if you have decided to become an entrepreneur, you must serve, right? Your idea and your voice is valuable. So you must be out there serving and, offering your precious product or service to the world, because you have made that conscious choice to stop and spend your life being an entrepreneur. So don't get complacent and content saying, okay, this is it. I don't know how much more I'm going to do. I don't know how to do this. Because the more you integrate technology and automation into your life, the faster you'll be able to scale and reach your goals.
Awesome. Well, how would people get a hold of you if they wanted to get more information, Ratna?
They can just email me. I can drop my email here.
It won't let you.
It won't?
No. We can go back and add it to the post afterwards.
Yeah, they can just email me at ratna@smallbizunbox.com. Or if you feel that the automation stuff that I spoke about resonated with you, then I have an appointment funnel, which is called Growth Plan Call. I can help you put together a plan to grow. So it's just growthplancall.com. You can just go there. My calendar is public. You can find a slot on my calendar. And, one of the favorite things that I like to do as a digital marketer is to speak to other business owners. Because what I can do for you is I can run what is called a snapshot report of your online presence to show you how the Google algorithm is perceiving your business online. And that will just give you a lot of ideas as to are your social media efforts working? If you've spent ad dollars, which of your keywords really help you drive traffic? Are you listed in all the directories? So it's just a quick 8-point snapshot, but it'll just open up your eyes as to the efforts that you're putting in. You'll clearly see, you'll get a grade on all of your efforts. It's a fun little report where you'll see A, B, C's all the way through F's, and you'll see where you have put in time and effort. You're going to be either a C or a B, right? And advertising is the only one where you're going to come out a F, because it translates to spending money. But the reality is, to scale a business, you don't have to spend money. If you really want to scale it phenomenally and fast, then you have to spend money to make money. But there's so many other things that you can do for organic traffic, and then you can get to the advertising. And so it's important for you to understand, for all of the free stuff that you're doing, is your time well spent, and what are the opportunities, right? So the snapshot report is a favorite report that I like to create for people that set up time with me, because it gives you a quick glance into your business as it is. Is it best friends with the Google algorithm? That's what I tell my clients when they see it. And the more you can be best friends with the Google algorithm, the more easier it is going to be for you to just shine online, because, like it or not, Google's the world's largest search engine. So we can't ignore the search engine. So between Google and YouTube and social media, if you have a plan, you should be pretty good in terms of driving leads. So shoot me an email or set up some time with me at growthplancall.com, and I'd love to help you. I have people that come in, take the snapshot report, go away, start working on it, they come back, and then I run the report again. And you can see how the time and effort you put into your online presence will immediately translate into clients for you, to qualified leads that become paying clients.
Yeah, but you have to create a strategy first.
Exactly. Yeah. I also have a Facebook group called Digital Dominance Club, because I sincerely believe that every business can generate leads online. However, you need a strategy, and you must customize for the niche that you're in. And if you have a strategy and you customize, you can digitally dominate the niche that you're in. Because think about it, all that we need are 100 raving fans, 100 customers. You're going to get to your goals. And so that's why my group is called Digital Dominance Club, because I think we can all be in the Digital Dominance Club and dominate the niche that we choose to serve people in.
I love it. I love it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for being my guest today and sharing all of your knowledge. I really appreciate it.
And I hope this was a lot of fun. Thank you, Tammy, for having me.
You're very welcome. If anybody has any questions for Ratna, please, by all means, connect with her. We mastermind together. She's a great lady, and I think that you will be very pleasantly surprised when you have her run a report for you and see how she can help you grow your business. Hope that you have an amazing afternoon, and I will see you next week or sooner.
Bye, Tammy. Take care. Bye.